Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Need to Nerd podcast. I'm your host, Heezy. This is episode 147, and I'm joined by Paddy friggin' B.
Oh, hello, we're back. Woohoo!
Yeah, my wife went on vacation, and so we skipped a week.
Yeah, it was a crazy time too. Like I had a lot of stuff going on last Sunday. So, yeah, we're back.
We're back, and we're not doing Andor. We're doing a new topic instead. We'll do Andor next week. This week, we are talking free-to-play games. These are the games that everybody loves because they're free to play, but they got them micros, them transactions. Speaking of which, the game credited with the pioneering of the F2P microtransaction model is Nexon's Quiz, released in 1999. This is a trivia game that allowed players to play for free while offering optional in-game purchases. While the concept of free-to-play existed before, Quiz is often cited as the first to implement the model effectively with microtransactions. According to one source, this model was even further popularized by Nexon's later game MapleStory in 2003. That's our nerd fact of the week. And what was funny is reading this reminded me of it reminded me of a podcast that doesn't exist anymore. It was a podcast about the internet, and it was called Reply All. And in one of the episodes, they had the guy on who invented the pop-up ad, and he was like,
Oh, okay.
he was like, I opened a can of worms.
Curses to them.
Yeah, and he's like,
yeah,
I might be the man that you hate the most that you don't even know my name. and I wonder, like, if I will ever buy a Nexon game again, knowing that they invented the free-to-play worm move. I don't know.
Yeah. It was pop-ups are certainly a can of worms, but
I mean,
it also has it can be like a can of gummy worms sometimes, where it's like, it allows people to make money doing stuff that they probably wouldn't be able to do otherwise.
Yeah, free-to-play model is interesting. We're going to talk about free-to-play games today. If you want to talk about free-to-play games with us, head over to the Discord or the YouTube comments. The Discord link is in the show notes. You're able to join, talk about video games, Magic the Gathering, memes, fantasy sports, things like that. Don't forget to share the show with your friends, share it with your enemies, share it with your mom, share it with your dad, share it with your actors on stage with you. Whoever you may be around at the time, let them know you're a nerd with a need to nerd. Let's go on to our main topic, though. That is free-to-play games. And the way we're doing this is we're just going to do round robin, back and forth, to reveal our top games. I'm going to go first with my honorable mention. I'm going to say Magic the Gathering Arena. Now, to be clear, this is the most played of my games on my list. But I don't really like the free-to-play model of this game, because if you play Magic like I do, where you want to compete, it's not free-to-play. It has a terrible economy. And I just want to be transparent about that before people are like, oh, I love Magic the Gathering. I didn't realize there was a free way to play. That is true. You could play Magic for free on Arena, from a technical sense. But its economy is quite bad if you do start spending money.
Yeah.
But it's a great way to play Magic.
That's where I have all this stuff. It's my number 3. So, like, I guess you kind of go double up here.
What do you think? Why did you have Arena at 3?
Just like kind of for a lot of the reasons you had it as your honorable mention. For me, it is my way to play Magic, and it's kind of detrimental right now because I have 57 rare wild cards and 5 mythic ones, and because I was so busy with the show, I did not touch Final Fantasy on Arena, like as far as like getting the packs and doing the drafts and all the like things that I normally do with a set to make sure I have everything. And yeah, so now I have to be like, all right, what am I just gonna spend my wild cards on? But it is the way I play Magic the most. Doing your daily quests and the free to play stuff, you see some wild stuff in there. It's a really good time.
I mean, I was a big believer in Arena. I was part of like the beta for it.
Yeah.
Um, I might have been before the beta. I might have actually been part of the alpha. And I thought they were going to do the Pokemon model. I just expected one day you'd buy a pack of Magic the Gathering cards, and you would get a digital pack, and that people would trade those digital packs like they trade. And they elected not to do that. That's not how they wanted to monetize the system and sell their main product. And
The Pokemon model is so nice. Oh my gosh! Like I would buy so many. I would sell so many in paper packs to people who just like would never have touched a physical card in their life.
yeah,
So
I don't know. I thought that was the road they were going to go down. As Pokemon was considered the best online TCG client by so much before Arena came out, and I didn't see a reason not to copy the system. And instead, they did like this bastardization of the Hearthstone system, and yeah, I don't know. I obviously we're talking crap on this game that we both this game that we both love. I love
right.
Arena. I play it. I'm probably gonna play it today. Like I would be shocked if I didn't. And it is a great way to get in games of Standard and Pioneer if you're able to afford those decks.
Yeah.
And draft. It's actually the best way to draft.
That too. Yeah, I would not draft. I rarely draft any other way.
Yeah, I mean, pod drafting is really fun, but getting eight humans together in 2025,
that's tricky hard to do. Yeah, you have to have a lot of stuff going for you there. With Arena too, like, I wonder, do you think that they will ever switch models, or like eventually get to the point where they're like, okay, let's start adding, because you get a pack code in promo packs. They're like
There's nothing stopping them from adding packs to, like, it's just about how the levers that they want to pull. They have the technology to do it whenever they want.
Right, because they're already kind of doing it in, like, if you play in an event, they're like, you get like a promo pack for playing in paper, doing well, whatever. They give you a code for Arena.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
just need to blend the two. It'll be great.
Let's hop on over to my number 3.
Let's see. Yeah.
And that's Among Us. And I would have this game honestly higher. This is actually one of my favorite games ever made. I'm actually a big fan of the game Werewolf or Mafia, depending on how you played it in your lifetime, and different ways to play the game. And I think this is a really fun implementation of that game, digitally and I mean, man, during the pandemic, the number of times that this game was at the top of people's lists to be playing is really cool. But the problem is that I think this game is so much better on a Discord call than playing with randoms online, that I don't even like playing with randoms online. I don't even find it fun. And kind of like we said about pod drafting on MTGO, like, just getting enough players to play Among Us can sometimes be difficult. You have to get your homies together, have a game night, and that can sometimes be hard. But I mean, from an implementation of a very fun game that is legitimately extremely fun on its free to play model, just on its base, like this one's insane.
Yeah. I didn't get to play as much of this as I would have liked, but I watched all the clips from all the streamers playing this game, and it was so fun, especially during the pandemic, very culturally like apart. It was a way for people to get together. And I don't know, what do you think about like an Among Us game night? Talking about like getting the homies together.
Dude, I'll do anytime. You get people in, I'm in, man.
Well, in the Heezy Game Media Discord, I'm gonna create an Among Goose.
It's already there.
Channel.
It's already there. Yeah.
Wow, that's so smart. Perfect.
It already exists in the Discord. If
So
you're
good it
listening,
already
if you're
exists. That's why
listening
it's
and
such a
you
great
want to
idea.
play, come hit up the Discord. Let's go. I've played in our Discord before. It's just hard. I think there's a Valheim one in there too.
Okay.
No, I think Among Us is just an amazingly fun game, and it's free to play at its very core. Like you just, and you can. The thing is, like the most of the Among Us I've played now has been like team meetings for like teams that have like remote workers for like celebrating something and like having like team activities and stuff. And the thing is like it's so good at like working on communication with people, and like it is absolutely an amazing game for that type of stuff. So and people can just play on their phones. Like it's so accessible.
Yeah.
So
I when I did play, I was mostly just a tasks guy. I did my tasks.
Yeah.
And chimed in when it was this. Yeah.
Let's hear your number 2.
Yeah, so my number 2, I don't play a ton because I'm bad at it. Like actively really bad. But I played a ton of this game in college. It's awesome. And it's Rocket League. Right? So like I love soccer, I love foosball, cars, video game. Like it blends all of those pieces in a nice free to play element.
Dude, I love playing Rocket League, and it is so fun to just play like casual matches of Rocket League.
Yes.
But, I'm sure that you've watched a professional Rocket League event.
It's crazy.
You're like
some of this stuff, like the anticipation and like juking the juke, like
they're just flying. They're not even on the ground.
Yeah.
I honestly legitimately
it's wild.
I've played Magic at a professional level multiple times, and I'm sure that like a lot of people don't understand some of the concepts that I talk about on my podcast or among my friend group, right? But Rocket League is a different game, like even more so than I think, for example, Smash Bros is a different game. Like Smash Bros, for example, like that's a totally different game for people that know how to play, know the tech skills and things like that. I don't know that like it's just even tech that these people are doing. It's like this is just like there's something about learning the movement in a game like this that changes the game from a fundamental standpoint.
Yeah.
But I do like just playing Rocket League. It's very fun.
The time or energy to do that.
Not me either.
Yeah.
No, I have 1,000 hours in too many games to have 1,000 hours in Rocket League.
Right.
I gotta get on my horse in Red Dead. Yep. I gotta save the princess in Zelda. There's lots of games that I have time into, and sometimes it's important to have that game that you're bad at that you enjoy.
Yeah.
That it's just a good time.
Which for me is a lot of things, but it's okay.
Okay. My number 2 is Fall Guys. This one's really easy to get like a group together because there's duos and squads, so there's 2 and 4. So I can play duos with Maxwell whenever he like there's a lot of times where I'll be doing something, like I'll be playing Arena and Maxwell will just come up and be like, "Hey Dad, after your match, can we play duos?" Guys? And I'm like, yeah, it's a good time. It's got a really good free to play model too, because most of its stuff is cosmetics. So it's not like a pay to win game or stuff like that, or to unlock modes or things like that. It's just cosmetics. And it's one that I actually didn't get into until after the pandemic. It's another one of those pandemic games, or maybe it was slightly before the pandemic. I don't remember, but it's one that I thoroughly enjoy. My son can put hours into. Just like He gets on his Switch or he gets on the Xbox, and he just goes. And it's very low barrier to entry. You're just a guy running and jumping through a course.
Yep.
So, have you played a lot of Fall Guys?
I always got invited when you and Q and Maxwell would play, but I have not played a ton of Fall Guys. I got a little experience because they actually put some Fall Guys in Fortnite for a little bit.
Sure.
Where like you went to a spot and then you turned into a Fall Guy and you played a little mini game of Fall Guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So so that was pretty cool. I did that a few times. But it also just it looks super fun.
Yeah, it's also one that's like really fun to watch people stream, which I appreciate. You know, it makes you want to sit up straight and just really you know, focus on the game. So that was good. Let's go on to your number one, Patty. Come on, that was good.
That was pretty good. So my number one is the game I play the most with Shelby, the game I play the most with Shelby's family, and that is Fortnite. So there are a lot of these like shooter variants that are free to play that you are, you know, going through, you know, trying to eliminate the room, and like the Storm Circle. You've got like your Call of Duty variant as well that a lot of, you know, Warzone I think is what a lot of people play.
Yeah, Warzone was a popular one back in like just pre-pandemic too.
Yeah, I think PUBG was also one of those
PUBG
things
was huge
too. Yeah, so you know, Ultra Rumble, kind of a variant on Fortnite, but just like that shooter or, you know, combat action,
battle royale
game. Yeah, that where it's free to play, but you can also just like spend money to look cool and have all the characters that you like. That's something I think that Fortnite does really well, like better than anybody, is like their access to all these different IPs. So you're like, I can be Superman, I can be The Witcher, I can, you know, whatever. And
I don't know how they do it, man. Like how they get all these IPs in this video game. And it's so funny when when Sabrina
IPs,
Carpenter,
the music, dancing,
when Sabrina Carpenter dropped, it was like this huge thing. It was massive, and you have obviously played as Sabrina Carpenter.
I have not played as Sabrina Carpenter, but I have seen all the like everyone like, oh, you're in a Sabrina Carpenter skin, like let's just do like a little dance party instead.
Yeah.
So
I have played Fortnite one time, and it was teams, and I won.
Perfect.
So I could never play again because I've never lost a Fortnite.
Sure. A lot. They also have a lot of really fun games now too. Like some of Shelby's family members invited us to a room where it was like the like prop hunt thing, where you like hide in the area as a prop, and there are like finders and stuff.
Dude, that's the best. I've actually addicted to clips of those games.
Mm-hmm.
I find them so addicting to watch.
Right. There's that like buildup of suspense.
I love it.
Dude, are they gonna get found? Like,
I didn't know Fortnite had a version of that. I might play that.
You do. Yeah.
I gotta play that. I gotta ask, do they have the no build Fortnite still?
Yes. That's the only way I play. Building is for the
sweaties?
Gen Z kids. Yeah.
The sweaties?
Yeah. Just like don't move that way. So it's like that's like the game within the game that like I don't care to figure out. Give me 50 extra shield. Great. I was never building anyways.
Fair enough. You took the wind out of my sails for my number one.
I-
Cause it's my hero, Ultra Rumble.
Pew 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 pew.
This game's fantastic. They do balance updates for this game for the characters, so that when a new character drops, they might change things about previous characters to keep the kind of the roster balance. They drop new powers that match the show, things like that all the time. I do have one problem with it. The free-to-play model kind of sucks, because certain characters are locked behind loot boxes. And so if you want to play that character, and it's a very good character, you're stuck either buying the loot box or not playing the character. And I think that's stupid. I think that they would make plenty of money off of cosmetics. And they shouldn't have to do this. Or that you could just let me buy the characters. Like, if you want to put some characters behind a paywall, that's fine. But I play
Is
this
it like
game...
a mystery loot box, so you're not even guaranteed to get the character?
Correct.
That you like want? Oh,
correct.
My gosh.
And honestly, it wouldn't be a problem with me. Like, I would enjoy this game even if that existed, if it wasn't so predatory on my little kid, who, whenever he gets money, he wants to spend it on loot boxes and Ultra Rumble. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. I'll buy you a season pass, which will get you to some loot boxes, so that you can unlock rewards faster and stuff like that. Like, if you want to buy a season pass for a game, happy to pay for it. Like, I totally get that. I buy season passes sometimes too. Totally fine.
Yeah.
That comes with a certain amount of rewards. I know you're going to get a return for your buck. Whereas if I just buy you a loot box, you know, you're not. And I other than that, this game is like pretty perfect for an Ultra Rumble or a My Hero game. I think it plays really well with the characters. It fits the genre. It's got great voice acting. It's got like the movement's very clean and fun. And it's one of those games when you unlock the movement, you really start to win more and things like that. And I don't know. I have probably, I don't know. I might have 200 or 300 hours in this game. Like, I played this game a lot with Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maxwell might have even more than that. Like, he might have way upwards of that.
I don't want to look at his numbers.
Yeah, the kid will wake up at like 4 a.m, not tell anybody, and just be on a Switch. So, before he was on my Switch, so you know, it's
sure.
It is what it is. Is there any free-to-play games that you haven't played that you want to try?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. What do you have some that you want to try that you haven't played?
Yeah, there's one that was kind of popular for like a couple weeks last year that was really popular, and that is Squad or Omega Strikers. It's like a soccer battle royale game that
okay.
I haven't gotten to try yet. I have it downloaded on Steam, but it looks very fun. Like it's kind of like Mario Super Strikers meets, I don't know, kind of this other genre. So it looks really good. That's one.
Okay.
I honestly, when putting this list together, couldn't remember if Helldivers was free, and I should have checked. But I don't think it was. Maybe it was. I don't even remember. Do you remember if Helldivers 2 is free?
I can't remember. I think it might be a paid game.
That's what I thought. I think Omega Strikers was the one that I was really thinking about. And then another one that I believe is free to play that I wanted to try was Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which is the Animal Crossing Hello Kitty game that was a joke made on South Park that they actually made. At least I think that one's free.
That's funny.
So, yeah, those are kind of. Let us know in the comments like what yours are, or like if you have recommendations of free to play games for other people. Leave a YouTube comment. Let people know.
So,
okay.
So before we move on, there is one. You said the like soccer game. There is one that is like closer to like old Madden. I think it's called Maximum Football, where it feels like an older Madden game, and there are no like teams like as far as the NFL goes, but like it has that same kind of like feels like you're playing Madden.
That sounds cool.
On a free to play. So yeah, that's one I want to try. I think it's called Maximum Football.
Maximum Football sounds
but anyways,
dope.
Yes.
And it's probably they can do that because they don't have to pay for the licenses of all the teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's dope. Yeah, like I said, if you have anything that you would recommend, or if we recommended something that you hadn't tried yet, leave a comment, let us know. We'd love to hear about your adventures in free-to-play gaming. You can also suggest a topic. I think next week we're doing Andor, and then I think the week after that is our regular Need to Nerd episode. So after that, we'd love to get some on the docket from the listeners. So let us know if you want to hear something specific. Where can people find you, Paddy B?
They can find me on X and Blue Sky at Paddy B MTG.
What do you usually talk about?
I don't talk about a lot of stuff there.
Whatever. I see
in
the fantasy football comments of everything when that season starts.
I don't know about that season. I will obviously still do our podcast leagues, but like I don't know if I'm going to play in like my big cash league this year. I'm having a hard time like being motivated about it. So, and maybe that'll change, but
you can follow me on X or Twitter as I call it at Heezy Game. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Spencer13H. And then you can find me every week on Constructive Criticism for the Constructive Criticism podcast, talking about competitive Magic the Gathering and the constructed things you can do to get better at constructed Magic and life in general, as well as Constructed Clash, a video series I do with my former co-host Matt Kling, where we playtest, like we battle together, play a best of 5, talk about plays, and really dive into matchups and try to understand them a little bit deeper. Give us a like, give us a subscription. Hit that subscribe button, fam. Let's go. And we'll see everybody next week with a brand new episode of the Need to Nerd podcast.